Coliseum Authority's closed-door meeting last week held illegally. The district attorney and state attorney general's offices now involved in the James Brown Arena battle. Ashley Osborne has been following the paper trail here, and she's live in the newsroom. Ashley, the attorney general started looking into this after a citizen sent a letter to the DA.
David Dunnigan wrote a letter saying that the Coliseum Authority violated the Georgia Open Meeting Act when they allowed 4 commissioners in a closed-door meeting, but no one else. The DA passed the information up the chain, and now the state attorney general's office is looking into it. In his letter, now seen by the DA and the Georgia Attorney General's offices, David Dunnigan claims it's illegal to choose who can and cannot come into a private meeting about the future of the James Brown Arena. What do you hope comes out as a product of the letter that you sent and the Attorney General's involvement?
I hope a message is sent. It's going to be too late for this vote today for anything to happen. The attorney has 10 days to answer. The vote's going to happen today. But I hope we send a message that the public is watching. We want to be part of this process.
The Attorney General's office sent this letter to the Coliseum Authority's attorney, Ed Enoch. The letter points out their duty to enforce the Open Meetings Act and asks for a clarification from the authority's perspective. The authority's lawyer, Ed Enoch, says there was legal standing to have 4 commissioners in that meeting and not the public.
The law says that the authority or any public body that's closing a meeting has the right to determine who they need to hear from in order to make their decisions.
Dunnigan's letter cites comments made by attorney David Hudson, who says the meeting was not truly closed door because they let 4 select citizens in.
Somebody might say, well, they were members of the county commission, the city council. But they were not involved as real estate experts. They were politicians. And if you let the politicians in, why not allow the people?
I know that David Hudson has categorized them as ordinary citizens. Well, they're not ordinary citizens. They're elected officials that were going to get referred this. The city has to be part of this deal if this deal is going to happen.
Enoch says he plans to respond to the Attorney General's letter within the next few days. Dunnigan asked for the meeting transcript to be released so the public can see what was said. Enoch says they won't do that unless the Attorney General rules that the meeting was closed inappropriately. Live in the newsroom, Ashley Osborne, WJBF News Channel 6.